Hey everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Talia, and in today's video we are going to discuss what my 2020 All-Star products were. So if you're interested in seeing what my favorite products were of 2020, by all means stay tuned. But before you get all cozy, there is a subscribe button that's located right over here. Alongside of it is a notification bell. I need you to click on both of them so then you can make sure that you stay in tune whenever I post. I know we're working on this schedule for 2021. It's right there. Subscribe, notification. They go hand in hand. They go together. You gotta click them. Welcome to my channel. There is a subscribe button that's located right here. Alongside of it is a notification bell. Stay tuned. So in today's video, I wanted to go over my favorite products that I was loving all year round. And I wanted to get this, of course, want to get this video out way before now. But of course, the world is just tumbling down. And I didn't know initially whether or not I wanted to use the products in the video or just talk about them. But what fun would it have been to just talk about them? So we're going to get into it. So I wanted to start off talking about my skincare products. I'm not bringing those out. I have a few in front of me, but like my soap, nothing has changed. I want to say a few months back I did a video on acne for, acne over 40 and the products that I've used. They pretty much, stayed the same. I don't think I changed too many things. The only thing that I want to say that I did add into my routine was my Oil of Olay Eye Lifting Serum. Didn't initially start with this one. I had initially loved the Pericone MD Eye Lifting. This is not it. This is the face firming serum, but it's so expensive. And the way my pockets are set up, I wasn't even trying to go there. So I was like, okay, I needed to find a cheaper alternative. And this, I think the Pericone MD Eye Lifting Serum, or not serum, I think it was eye cream, is $75 or so. And this one is $28. And this has lasted me a good while. I know you can't see because it's a red bottle, but there's still, and I've had this for a while now, there's still a little bit in here. And there's 0.5 ounces. I got this one from Ulta. It's $28 at Ulta. And of course you can use your coupon. And at Walmart it's $24. So, you save a little bit if you go to Walmart versus going to Ulta. But I really do like this cream. It does have like a shimmering effect to it, sorta. I didn't put it on today. I used the new one because I went from this one and I got a new one today. I'm not gonna even mention it. I don't know how she works, but I bought a new one today to save a few dollars and also see how she works. But she does, let me see if I can. I want to be wasteful. But then so you can see, she has like a goldish shimmery. Oh, there we go. So it's like a little gold shimmer under the eye. You put it under your eye and of course on top of your lid. And I still use my African black soap for my cleanser. I sometimes get with my Retin A, but because I use my vitamin A, I use my zinc, I use my biotin. I don't mess with it so much because those vitamins have really kept my acne down, and my scarring, of course, is self-healing. I use vitamin C, and it's not because, it's my favorite. It's because I went to TJ Maxx and I found one. And this is the Sierra Natural Vitamin C. And it's a 1 ounce. Oh, I think I paid $8 for this to try to, continue to get some of this, the discoloration off, but nothing really has changed. So I've been rocking hard with it. I feel like, nothing's broken. Like, why, switch a whole bunch of products up? And I make my serums as far as like all over, like my moisturizer. And if you want to know what those are, I'll leave them up right here. Not really so much a formulation. If you want to sit here and Google things, or as far as what essential oils, what carrier oils are good for your skin type. I have oily skin, and I'm also looking into oils that will benefit, aging skin. I am 41 years old. I'm trying not to wrinkle early. I mean, the melanin does help me to not wrinkle so early, and the fluff. The oily skin, the melanin, and the fluff is keeping my skin looking somewhat youthful, but I definitely want to preserve as much as I can. So I try to whip up, you know, my own little creams to preserve that and to keep my acne down. I try not to, you know, buy a whole bunch of skincare products that are overly priced that I can really just do at home. So for my primer, I used to kill this Becca Evermatte Poreless Primer. Like, I have a little bit left in here, but I haven't used it in a while. I switched over to the Beauty Blender, the Leveler Primer. Like, this is a fairly new one, but this is the one I've been rocking. And if you're new to this channel, fun fact, I don't waste absolutely anything. I will scoop something out and to make sure I get everything I paid for. So this is what the packaging looks like. And I don't know, I haven't heard a lot of people talk about the Beauty Blender primer, but it's actually very good. It comes in 2 shades. I accidentally, the first one, not really paying attention, just grabbing it, and I think this one was in the wrong spot. But it comes in light medium, and this one is in tan deep. So again, it's under your makeup. One, you can either wear it by yourself, you can wear it by itself, or you can wear it, of course, underneath your foundation. And I do actually love their foundation, but and, you know, I haven't even tried it with their foundation, and that's not actually my favorite foundation of the year, truth be told. But nonetheless, so this is what the packaging looks like, what the foundation, the primer looks like. The issue that I have with this particular primer is the packaging itself. One, I had took the top off, and I have to scoop the rest of it out. Why? And that's how I feel about the foundation packaging also. After a while, it doesn't pump, and with this one, you have to squeeze it out. So this is the tan deep, the light medium. You can see them side by side. This is what the tip looks like initially. And I had popped it off because trying to squeeze this on, it was getting too difficult, and I don't have the time. Like, doing makeup in the morning was getting a little too difficult. Trying to get it out, and so I need to press on. So what I do, and not everybody has one of those little foundation spatulas, but I have one to scoop it out. But I just wish that Beauty Blender would change the packaging of this and make it friendlier. I don't know, make it into one of you know how, is it Tarte that makes it? Who makes the poreless primer? Whoever makes that one, Benefit, makes that, like, do a squeeze to where you can use like a toothpaste tube or something. But this hard plastic trying to squeeze product out isn't beneficial. What I will say about this primer, it makes my foundation look great. It does minimize my pores. It does keep me matte. Even with wearing a mask all day, it does keep me matte for the most part. And have I used this by itself with the tan? Because I did squeeze a little bit of the tan deep. I can't remember. But you'll see how it minimizes. And I have pores. Like, I have huge pores. And it doesn't get rid of them, but it does minimize them. So then when I apply my foundation, it does look smoother. So I have a little spatula. Now, no one has the time to do this. But because I do love this primer and I do have oily skin, it works for me. And until they change the packaging, this is what I'll be doing. And this is the light medium. My favorite lip gloss that I put on every single day before I put on my makeup, just to make sure that my lips stay hydrated or not chapped or whatever, not dry, is my Fenty. I don't even know, my Fenty Glass Slipper Gloss Bomb. Like, look at this. She's my favorite. She said it's glass and clear because foundation, I'll mix it, but she has gotten used. And for my eyeshadow primer, it has been my absolute favorite for a while now. Prior to this one, I was using one from Black Radiance, but I don't think they make it anymore. It is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer. Get this at your local drugstore. So for my brow products, I always kind of kept it simple. I always just use my brow pomades. Never really kind of switched it up. Back in the day, I used to use brow pencils, but kind of just stuck to the brow pomades. But I just kept seeing this trend on Instagram with the brow soaps. But there's one thing for certain that I was not going to do was spend a ridiculous amount of money on brow soaps. So, of course, I went on Amazon to see if I can find something that I can, can get with, and it would, be suitable to my pockets. So I found this. I'm not going to show you what, because it's, well, I guess it's used. So this is what it looks like when you ordered some more. It does come from China, just FYI. But it looks like this. My initial, oh no, it did come with a spoolie. My initial one did come with a spoolie, but you get 3 soaps for $8, roughly like 7 something for $8. But when I bought the first one, I paid $7 for this one, and she looks like this. You can see the little shiny part I'm hidden pan. But I love the brow soap. Now, sometimes I still kind of have a hard time trying to figure out how I like my brows with it, but I love how my brows stay in place. So I'm going to do a tutorial because I had initially, during the earlier part of the year, I did a brow tutorial with my brow pomades. We're actually just testing out some brow pomades, which I will do. But now that I have incorporated brow soap into my routine, I'm going to do that, and so you guys can see those swatches of the brow pomades that I have that I'm going to recommend to you guys and show you how I use it. You'll see it today. But yes, I love the brow soap. So the brow soap is on, so you see that. And again, I'm going to do a brow tutorial where I'm just focusing on the brows, and so you can see start to finish. And so for my brow pomade, I actually, all year round, for the most part, I used the LA Girl, and it's a very, very good brow pomade. And I used the shade Soft Black, and Homegirl she's done. But for the most part of the year, this is what I used. But I was really focused on trying to find a black-owned brand that had brow pomades, or a Latina-owned brand that had brow pomades. So I used, I have been using Playing in Makeup by Yolando, and also Crayon Case. I don't know my crayon case is, but I've been swapping back and forth for the remainder of the year with this one and my crayon case. So today I'm going to use this one, and again, I'm going to be featuring both of them and kind of doing a versus and which one I prefer. But today I'm going to do this one, and I'm going to do my brows off camera, so again, I can save that portion. In my last video, I did a full tutorial we can actually see how I did my brows in that video, but a play-by-play on how I do my brows. But before I go, this is what she looks like, and this is Playing in Makeup by Yolando and Ebony. My brows are done, and what I've been loving for the whole year of 2020, at least I want to say, but for the good majority of the year, I've been loving the CoverGirl True Blend concealers. Listen, these things are bomb and very inexpensive. You can get them at Walmart for about $7. I use them to sculpt my brows. I use them for my highlighted areas, and I use them for eyeshadow bases. I know everybody loves the Louise eyeshadow bases. I do too, and I have a lot to get through, and I will use them again on the channel. But I will say that these are very inexpensive, and clearly you can get a variety of shades. And the shade that I used to sculpt my brows today is the caramel. And again, listen, look, we don't waste nothing. I think caramel is lining up. I'm gonna put this on my lid for my eyeshadow base. The one thing with these concealers is that they do dry down quickly. So if you decide to use them for like your highlighted areas, you do have to move quickly with them. There's no chill time for these concealers. caramel does come up super light on camera, but it doesn't look like this in person. And for my eyeshadow, I really don't have like a particular favorite eyeshadow that I was rocking all year round, but because I would like to say that this particular brand has done a lot, and I want to talk about this brand more in another video, but I'm going to use Juviasplace today because I feel like in my collection, Juviasplace has come out with the most collections this year that I was interested in. I wouldn't say brand. I think ColourPop probably outdoes everybody with releases, but these minis have done their job this season. So I'm going to use the mauves mini and the violets. So this is what the violets look like if you've never seen it, which I'm sure you have. This one came out. Did it come out in 2019? Maybe, right? Maybe the early part. And I know the mauves came out towards the very end. I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible, not to do anything too ridiculous. I've never used either one of these palettes. Again, I'm just using the Juvia's minis because she has outdone herself this year. So I'm going to go in with this dark purple shade here. These eyeshadows do not have names. So I'm going to go in with the mauve mini palette, and I'm going to use this pink shade right here to go above this purple shade. I don't know how that's going to translate, whether or not it's going to work, but we're going to try it out today. Like, oh no, I didn't expect for you to be this pink. Why are you that pink? Okay, so now I'm curious to see what this shade right here looks like. I'm going to make this work somehow, honey. So I'm just going to actually mix those two shades together. And so it gave me the shade that I wanted. So I'm going to go back in with this deep violet. And what products were you guys loving in 2020? I don't know, maybe it was just me. Like, I purchased a lot, but it's not like we were able to use everything. Like, we know. So we're just going to go in off the top, mix in those two shades. You see how it's not, I'm not reviewing it, but if you're just noticing, like how the product is not sticking on, put a patch on that side. So I cut the crease. The product that I used isn't a favorite, so that's why I didn't do it on camera. But it is the P. Louise Mama Mitchell Acid Rain paint. And which one is this one? Ibiza. This one. This light purple one. I'm not really sure for my lid space which purple I wanted to use. Because I don't think I wanted to use any of these pinky shades here. At least I don't think I did. Again, I didn't have a thought in mind. And then I also thought I might wanted to tap into the Wahala palette. This purple here looks real pretty. Okay, let's try it. And this is the shade Amiibo. Oh no, I'm gonna start here in the center because I really don't know. So I like recording during the day because I'm in front of a window, and I've always have recorded in front of a window. Let me see. Let me cut this ring light off so then you can see. I think on the outer corner, I'm gonna go in with this purple right here. Okay, and then so I'm gonna use this towards the inner corner. Okay, I'm not really sure whether or not I want to add glitter, but I think I do. I don't want to mess up this look, but I feel like I've done something similar to this, and I haven't played with the glitter in a long time. I'm just so happy to be filming and doing something, so let's play with it, I guess. So my favorite glitter brand, and I haven't really played with glitter all year, but my favorite glitter brand is Beaute Cosmetics. And I don't know if I will be able to show you guys the glitter itself. She's pretty. It's like a blue lavender kind of color. I don't know. And this is the first time I'm using the Abh Glitter Adhesive. Looks like nail polish. So I don't know if this works either. Let's give it a go. It's very rare that the MC can see me when I bang like the bricks for Mario and Louise. They push rappers like water in my squeegees. And Grand Theft mics with the art of Vice Cities. Vintage and raw rep the movement. And we move with thoughts that be parallel to the... Now for my favorite foundation, for the most part of the year, it was the Beauty Blender, the Bounce foundation. But once this came out, the Nars Soft Matte Foundation, hands down, there's no replacing it. It is definitely all worth the $40. Now, this is my new one. This right here, she's about empty. I don't know if you saw my last video, but she's spitting. And I'm telling you, I'm going to cut her open. I'm going to cut her open and scrape out what's left because we already talked about this. I'm not wasting anything. She is full coverage. She definitely keeps you matte. The transfer is very minimal. Now, granted, like if you're wearing a mask, like if I wear the surgical mask, it does come off there. But if I'm wearing one of my cloth masks, when I say minimal transfer, you still look good. Even with wearing it all day, my foundation still looks intact. I could just pat it and still, you know, can walk around, talk, and still look, you know, pretty decent. Definitely love it. And I use the shade Iguacu, however you pronounce it, Deep 3. And this baby right here is, she's loved. I got this foundation when it came out, roughly right when it came out around September. And this is still my first bottle. We are now in, what, January? So it's definitely worth the $40. And, you know, it's kind of tough, like, going into these stores like Sephora and not being able to swatch. And so she's a little darker than my skin tone, I feel. But once I put on my concealer, she kind of evens out. And I've been meaning to get a sample of the other shades. You see how much darker she is? This concealer, I actually really love. This concealer actually complements this foundation really well. But because I've fallen in love with the CoverGirl Trublend concealer, it's hard for me to continue to purchase this foundation concealer. I bought this concealer through Sephora when it was on sale for $15, and this is the coverfx Power Play Concealer in the shade G Deep 3. I think it's perfect. I don't know if a lot of people felt the same way when this concealer came out. I feel like it gives enough coverage, but because it was $15 because it was coming out of Sephora. But I think the normal price of this concealer is $30, and this is where you missed me. You missed me at $30, at $30. But I think the coverage, watch, you'll just see. It's not super full coverage, but I feel like it's enough coverage. The applicator is a little different. It's like a little ball, and I love this honey color concealer. So this is G Deep 3. So I'm going to show you this one, and then I'm going to show you what the one from CoverGirl. So this one is Deep Golden on the other side. You see where the dilemma comes into play. Like, it's going to be hard for me. And this is super full coverage to where this one isn't. But the blendability with coverfx is way better. Like I told you, this one, you have to work really quickly. To where the coverfx, you don't. I'm blending this out. So then I have enough time to blend out everything else. But I love her. Look at her. But you can even see how smoother she applies versus the CoverGirl. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she is more full coverage than the CoverGirl. And for my setting powders, hands down, my favorite setting powders of 2020 was the Beauty Bakery Flower Setting Powders in almond and plantain, but I am empty. Like, there's nothing in here. And because I do the most, I have other setting powders that I have. Now, granted, I could give away, sell, or whatever the case is, but I'm going to use them because my pocket, I really talked about this. My funny's looking a little, my money's looking a little funny, so I'm going to use what I have. So currently, I have a full container of the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Honey setting powder. For my all over setting powder, I'm just using the Lauramercier. We talked about this. I don't know how to say it. Her translucent medium deep powder. Again, Beauty Bakery is my favorite setting powder. I will be repurchasing as soon as I get rid of all these setting powders I have purchased. And Laura, she's cool too, but she's not my favorite. Like, I think everybody has amped her up to be, oh my god, she's great. And she's cool. As far as bronzers, there wasn't one that I really cared for in 2020. I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck. Like, there wasn't one I gravitated towards. It's like whatever was handy. Like, if it was in my drawer and within arm's reach, I was going to use it. Not because I loved it, I was going to use it. But I will say this. I have bought this, I can't remember if it was the end of last year or the beginning of this year. I don't know. But anyway, I bought it. And I actually really, really liked it. And this is the Glamour Bronze in Liter. But I didn't even use it a lot this year, so I still don't have a favorite. It's just I just like it. And we're just going to use it today. She looks super red. And for my contour, actually, she's really the only contour product that I could say I have it specifically for contour. And this is Sasha Cosmetics Powder Blush in Matte Brown. I have had her for, I don't know, a long time. And I have used her every day for a while now, and she barely has a dent in it. But she's like the perfect brown, I think. Now for my blush. So I have to say, these blushes came in towards the end of the year, like I want to say September, October. They did come in with their Halloween collection, and it is the Milani baked blushes. Listen, I really like them. Milani's blushes usually have like some form of shimmer to where you don't really have to put a highlighter in. I think that's why I like them so much, to where, granted, again, we're in a pandemic to where who's really wearing highlighter and who's really wearing blush, but me, I have been, and I just liked it because they're just so pretty. And these are definitely, like this one right here. This is Sunrise Serenetta. She's like a beautiful summer blush, I think, for dark skin. She's too warm for my look today, but definitely my favorite blush. I love it. And this one is Coco Felicita. I love her. I'm going to put a little bit of her on today. She has a little sheen to her. And for my highlighter, now, I have used this highlighter quite a bit. I'm kind of like afraid to even show you guys, but I used it in my last video because they're no longer selling it. But it is the Viva Cosmetics Loose and Glow Highlight Duo. It's so dope, and I'm not going to put it on long. I put it on camera, but it was my favorite throughout the year, and I hope they bring a different version of it back or something. The quality is phenomenal. I don't have a favorite eyeliner. I don't. For the most part, I use the same ones. LA Girl. Are they my favorites? They work. I mean, for my everyday, I don't use them. So Maybelline makes a bomb like kohl eyeliner that I recommend. So I guess I technically do, but I didn't use it all year round, so I wouldn't call it like one of my favorites that it's a must-have, you should get kind of thing. But damn, if I could find it. But it's the Maybelline New York Tattoo Studio. It's this brand, and these are dope. So yeah, so if you can come across, I just applied it on my eye. I don't know if you guys were ready to see it, so I didn't do it on camera. But these are very good. Again, I don't use eyeliner on the everyday kind of situation, not to go to work, even though you can see my eyes through whatever gear I got on. But they're very good. So we're gonna get to this lower lash line, and we're almost done ourselves with this. So I'm just gonna use this deep purple. We're not going to go all the way in, and I think this is where I'm going to incorporate that lavender purple. I'm just going to put it in the inner corner. Okay, and then I'm just going to take a pencil brush, and I'm not going to put any product on it, and just blend out the harsh edges. I don't know why these Morphe white-haired brushes shed as much as they do. I'm just gonna wipe off that deep purple, and I'm gonna go in with this lavender. And I'm gonna go into the Wahala palette and take a little bit of this white shade right here. It is called Shakara, and then just dot a little bit right in the inner corner, just a smidge. Okay, so I'm gonna put on my lashes, and my favorite lashes, and it's not so much the lashes but the brand, is from Beauty, whatever. And I'm gonna use the Calypso. I love this brand as a whole, and I love their lashes. And so these are Calypso, and I think I featured these lashes on here before. And for my mascara, I do. I have a favorite mascara. So my favorite mascara is by L'Oreal. It is a combo. So it comes with a primer. I can't locate the primer. I don't know where it is, but I'm going to use it on my lower lash line. So it's the L'Oreal Voluminous Original Mascara. I feel like with all these different mascaras, especially when you're going to put on lashes, it's like it's pointless to kind of get all fancy with your mascara. Now, I use this every day. I feel like it gives me the amount of volume I need, the amount of length I need. I mean, I'm just going to work. I'm not doing anything, fantastic. And again, if you are a lash wearer, mascara shouldn't be like an important aspect. You kind of blend in your hairs with your natural hair, and that's that. But this, along with their primer, is my absolute favorite. I feel like it lengthens. It just does what it's supposed to do. And I don't think you really need lashes on top of that once you use it. So, that's that. I'm going to go ahead and finish that up, and then I'll be back to do the lips. So like I had mentioned in the very beginning, my favorite lip product of 2020 is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb glosses, like all of them. I love every last one of them. But today I'm going to feature the Milani Lippies. Now, mind you, these came out too in their Halloween collection. I haven't had a chance to play with these, and they just kind of go hand in hand with the look I created today. Came out. Look, they're so pretty. These were in the Halloween collection. So I think I'm gonna fool with this one maybe. I don't really do pink lips like that. I don't know if this is too dark, but this is a beautiful, like I swatched them before. I don't know. So I'm going to play like lip combos. This is probably where you'll hear some music. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these lip shades. So let's just play with color. And I was going to get the Fenty Beauty gloss bombs with the cream. Like I have a few of them, and there's one shade that looks kind of like purplish lavender, but I wasn't sure. So I'm going to see if I can mimic. Oh, no, no, no. I do. I have the Milani gloss. So I might. Okay. All right. We're going to make something happen.
Massage parlor in Southern Asia, amaze you with an itinerary that be harder than caveman, the dinosaur ages. It's very rare that the MC can see me when I bang like the bricks for Mario and Luigi. Big push rappers like water in my squeegees and Grand Theft mics with the art of
a little dab of this lavender in the center.
And we move with thoughts that be parallel to the groove and willing to soothe minds with rhymes using our chemistry. Make the creed feel the force of my urge with using energy.
And then I'm gonna put a little bit of this gloss, and it's called Cold Blooded. I don't know if any of this is available still. And hands down, my favorite setting powder is the Tarte Stay Spray. Listen, I could never really find a setting spray that really set my foundation, didn't have me glistening by the end of the day. Now granted, my skin is oily, so nothing really kind of keeps me together, but this maintains me for the majority of the day. Also too, the foundation helps it, but this is a great great setting spray. And it's inexpensive. Out of all the setting sprays that are out there, I feel like this one is actually the better ones. I've tried this one, the All Nighter one by Urban Decay. This one's the winner. Alright, y'all, that is it for my All-Stars of 2020. Let me know down in the comment section which were your favorite products for 2020. I would love to hear what you rocked with all year, half of the year, towards the end of the year, whatever. I would like to hear what products you were into. And yeah, if you want to connect with your girl on social media, you can find me on everything Talia's Eye Candy. That's on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. I also have a second IG page. That's Beauty from the Inside Out 365, where I throw inspirational quotes out there. Not recipes, but whatever I'm eating, just random stuff on that page. More of an inner beauty vibe on Beauty from the Inside Out 365. And yeah, and I will hope to catch you all in the next. Bye.